welcome. Just clearing out the demons. Since they seem to be after me. Unsuccessful though. Okay, this sun just came like, you know what, maybe this light is good. Like I said, keep all the dark ones away. Okay. Anyway. This is gonna be a short story time. I hope I don't scare anybody. And you know, I'm okay. Please, no one worry about me. There may be some dark humor in this video about suicidal, you know, things. But nonetheless, it's a part of the story. And you understanding why me receiving these numbers was evil as fuck. Okay? So, I feel like ever since I stopped smoking, Mary J, like, I mean, I kind of thought some demons would come after me. They have. And they're up in the ante. Okay. Where do I start? So there were several attacks that led up to this, me getting the numbers attacked. So the recent one was Sunday. Okay. Sunday, I had a dream. And right before I woke up, I heard a voice say, Satan is here. So I was like, I'm not giving that no energy. Okay, what the fuck was that? Whatever it was can go back to the place it came from. Okay. And so that was the first attack. And I had gotten messages from my ancestors or my guides who's looking out for me here to wrap my head in white about 2 weeks ago. And so I've been doing that. I've been wrapping my head and keeping my head covered. And I've gotten rid of my crystals. I buried them. I was getting information to do that, to bury my crystals. At first I was putting it in my plants that I have here. I was just getting this message, bury your crystals. Don't keep them in your room. Because I feel like they are some kind of communication device. Not just with what's trying to help us here, but other beings are coming through these things. And so you might want to get them out of your house. So I got rid of my crystals. I buried them in a park. I'll probably go get them in about 30 days so that it can weed out whatever either artificial thing or whatever is attached to the lower forces, can root it out. So anyway, on the 9th, the 8th actually, I had another dream. Now this dream was not positive at all. Okay. I feel like it was another test. It was possibly some kind of agent trying to emotionally farm me. I have this term now that just I'm using, emotional farming. I might get into that in this video. But I feel like they were trying to get anger from me. Anger, rage, frustration. And they didn't get it from me. Right? It was a rude store clerk. She didn't want to give me my coffee, and like I had paid for it, and she was just like, I'm not giving it to you. Basically, and like, what you gonna do about it? In real life, okay, I don't know if I ought to pass that test, but in the dream, I passed with flying colors, and I was gonna go make an official report. So then I was in some kind of hotel in some kind of retreat, and I run into P. Diddy. And I'm not going to say much about that, but I think we all know what kind of entity he is. So seeing him in that kind of dream, I'm just not surprised. Okay? I'm not shocked. So I see P. Diddy, and he's like, oh, you're having a grievance here. Talk to my mom about it. And I'm just like, okay. I take the phone, and I'm trying to put it on speaker. I'm like, anyway, I say hello. And then it's a man's voice. And then the numbers 66641, she was going to give me her phone number. And I was like, but that's only 5 numbers. So then the male voice says, did you hear me or are you asleep? And that's when I woke up. So when I finally came to, I was just like, okay, what the fuck was that about? Now, the last time I had numbers come to me in a dream, they came out also. Okay. So I wrote the numbers down. And personally for me, I don't know how anyone else views this, but when I see 666, I instantly think of 9. And if the numbers had been 999, I would have thought 666. I feel like it's the same number. I feel like the 6 is basically the lower realm and the 9 is the higher realms. Or I won't even put it that way. I just feel like 9 represents up here and the 6 represents down here, because you have the circle is at the top at the 9 and, vice versa. So I basically told my dad, I texted him like, because I personally didn't have any money to play lottery, and I just don't play lottery, but I know my dad does. And so he didn't get back to me with the numbers, right? He responded to everything else, but he didn't mention anything about the numbers. So I remember I was at the dentist, and I was just having a really horrible day. This is important. I mean, I was having an emotional roller coaster day. I didn't get a chance to do my dental work. I was already emotionally feeling so low. I was going through a lot emotionally that day. And I felt like I was about to burst, right? With just anger, no patience, people trying me, just dumb shit happening, right? And this had already been like the 3rd time that I tried to do my dental work and it didn't work out. So I had been feeling like, oh, did somebody curse me? But I never claimed that, because I know how powerful words are, and I never believed that, there was a curse or some sort happening, and I'm using my words very carefully here. I never claimed that, okay? But a thought did cross my mind, like, damn, everything's going wrong. Like, what is happening? Like, all the way since February, when I was trying to pursue the insurance gig. Everything, every day, left and right was going wrong. Like, every day, consistent, no let up, right? And so I'm just like, I was at like a breaking point on the 9th, right? So after I left my dental appointment, I live near this bridge, and I was like, okay. I text my dad. I said, okay, I'm gonna be home in a minute. I'm gonna leave the picture of our messages at the end of this video so you can see the numbers. So I text my dad on my way home from the dental office, asking him if he had looked in the lottery book for the triples, for the numbers at all yet. Because I had wanted to talk to him, we were gonna discuss this when I got home. My dad never responded. So I was on my way to the park so that I could decompress. When I text him, it was 4:05, which actually was a 9, which adds up to 9. I get to the bridge, and I'm sitting there, and I'm feeling myself go into this really dark place, right? Darkness, I feel, is good. There's nothing wrong with darkness. Like, our womb is dark. Anything cosmic is dark. I'm talking about the artificial dark realms, the dark cabal kind of realms that they play in. The depression realms, the suicidal ideation realms, and all that. And so I remember just sitting on the bridge and just being like, I had this thought of me climbing over the gate and jumping into the water. Now, this is a really high bridge, and I don't think if I jump into the water from how high that bridge is that I would be okay. I'm just going to say that, right? And so, as I was entertaining that fantasy, I remember being like, okay, demons, let's not get happy. Y'all like crawling out the closets, like, oh, somebody's suicidal. Oh, we got another one. No, go crawl your asses back in the hole. Okay, nobody's offing themselves. Anyway, this is how I talk to them. Okay, I'm telling you, I know it sounds funny and crazy, but like I talk to these demons. You have to. This is how they don't ever succeed with me. Like I talk directly to these entities. Nobody's over themselves. No, go back. Go back. Don't get happy, right? So I'm sitting there in this low mood. And so I finish crying and carrying on. And then I go home and I see that my dad's stuff is there, but I don't see him. I didn't know he was in the room sleeping. He was really tired. So, I'm still thinking about the numbers, like, okay, I'm going to talk to my dad about these numbers. So then I just carried on with my day, did something else, and then he finally came out the room. Now, I had lost track of time. I had no concept of what time it was. So within like the first 5 minutes of him sitting on the couch and coming out of the room, I was like, so, Pop's like, where's the lottery book? I want to look in it. Like, did you look at the numbers that I sent you today? So he's turning on the TV and he was like, oh no, like, what numbers? So he's looking, he was like, oh yeah, the triple sixes and all that. I told him, I said, is 999 supposed to come out at all? Like, do you see that in the book? Because I feel like, that's what I should go play. So very literally, as soon as I said that, the lottery came on and it dawned on me like, time is over. Oh shit, what time is it? So I remember saying out loud, this is important, I said, if these 999s come out, I am going back to the bridge and I'm going to throw myself off of it. And right after I said that, the numbers started to play. So it goes 9. And then I'm like, are they really about to try it? The second number, 9. I said, they better not. 9. Y'all, when I tell you the feeling I had in my stomach, I was just like, I felt like in my solar plexus, I felt like I'd been kicked in my stomach. I felt nauseated. I just felt all this. I was upset, and I just remember saying, stop, right? Stop. I am not going to spiral. And I remember my dad saying, yeah, oh, yep, that was for you. And then it's like a light came on. I was like, no, the fuck, that was not for me. No, that was not. That was not for Nirvana. Okay? Because if it was for me, I would have had money to play the numbers. If it was for me, my dad would have been woke when I came in from the fucking bridge suicidal. I say that, but like, I had to visit that realm to shed some stuff, If it was for me, I would have somehow had the money. Like, it would have been for me. I would have had it. That's just my belief of how I see things here and how I have to operate presently to remain sane here. And so, because in the past, anything that has been for me, money came out of nowhere. Literally, either I would find money on the floor, like, or the money would manifest somehow. And I immediately got the message that was a demon. What else was that? Why would I receive some numbers Okay. Especially from someone as fucking demonic as P. Diddy. His mother. Keep in mind, it was the ninth on top of it. I sent the message to my father at 4:05, which is 9. All of these nines. And I'm just like, that wasn't for me. And I immediately reclaimed all of my energy. I told my father, don't be upset. I hugged my dad. Like, I was about to start fighting with my dad over this. I was about to get really pissed off and angry. Because, see, it's emotional farming. I was already in a low space that day. And so the second I said, I'm going to throw myself off the bridge if these numbers come out, these entities popped up and was like, oh, we got another one. Somebody throwing themselves. This is all we got to do to get you to throw yourself off the bridge. Goodbye. Can y'all get away from me? Anybody call y'all? Fucking Reba's coming out the closet and Woolworths. Like, y'all, all y'all need to just go back. Ain't nobody jumping off the bridge. Okay. And I feel like this is all lottery is. It's an emotional farming tool to put people in greed and lust for money and this emotional etheric attachment to money, and it's just not a positive frequency to have yourself be in. I've seen people get so irate when they don't win. I've seen people do ridiculous things. I've seen lottery winners very literally life go to hell every time. No, that's not going to happen to me. But I know that the only reason why this happened was a spiritual attack to see, because the night before this, I had did a ritual, right, of releasing any form of greed or attachment to money because it was making me depressed, you know. And, you know, I've been struggling, you know, with the whole financial thing for a while, which I'm clearing that space out. And so I guess these beings, because I'm letting go of so much in such a short period of time, they're going to try and tempt you. They are going to do the fucking most. Okay? They're going to go above and beyond. I've seen all kinds of temptations the past 30 days because I'm expanding. All these cords are being cut and they are going to come for you. So if you're noticing, okay, like you're on your expansion process and growth process and cutting off etheric cords, oh, they're going to come knocking on the door. They're going to try and come for you. Okay, I really didn't even believe that was true, but what I've been seeing the past few weeks, they try to come for me. But I see you. You can go back into your fucking hole. Bye. I'm telling you, I felt so much better after I spoke to my guides about the situation, and I feel like I passed that test. I did not let them emotionally farm me. I did not let them cause a rift and argument between me and my dad. Not argument, because I don't argue with my dad, okay? But I'm just saying, like, I felt myself about to get angry at him. Like, this is what these entities want. They want anger, strife, depravity, fucking, like, they're gonna come for you when you're falling into that desperation place. We gotta keep our vibes high. So stay away from the lottery, because I feel like dark fucking cabal is running that shit. Non-human entities must be running that shit. It's nothing. It's that money is etherically attached to greed and all kinds of depraved shit. So you even playing it is etherically, you're supporting it. You're agreeing to this emotional farming tool. And so that's the video for today. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to attach this photo now to the damn video because it's fucking 20 minutes long. So I posted it on my Instagram, but whatever. I ain't gotta be out here lying. That shit is whack. Anyway, y'all, keep your vibes high. Continue to just manifest greatness and know that what's for you is for you. Never get angry, especially over money, okay? Because that shit was starting to really take me down, okay? But I feel a lot better ever since, having that episode on the bridge and really just releasing that. And it's important to know that you have to visit your dark place in order to, it's the only way out is through, I guess that's the saying. So yeah, I was going through my dark realm and saw some things, some suicidal, I guess, ideation or self-harm things that needed to be cleared out because I had been doing a water fast, partial water fast. I'm going to start back up again. And that tends to dig up a lot of things that these parasites need to feed off of. So anyway, you all be well. Take care. Come back. Please like the video. And leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this. If it sounds crazy, but I'm telling y'all, lottery's a black hole. Just like fucking social media. All this shit is emotional farming tools. Anyway, bye. Clearing the space.